This song, Beautiful One, by Tim Hughes, is a really great song to learn, not only because it's just a great song, but also because the chords are really useful. So there's some interesting trick chords which can get you out of a few different situations in different songs. But also because of the rhythm of it, the strumming pattern that I'll teach you will tell you about not playing things too fast or too slow, and really trying to hone your skills into keeping the timing and the tempo right. So when and if you're working with the drummer, everything falls into place really nicely, and everybody plays at the same speed, and the song feels like it's sitting properly, which is a really important skill for a musician. So the song itself is written around some chords in the key of D, and because it's such a positive sounding song, we're going to choose chords that sound really happy and vibrant and strong and work really well with a positive strumming pattern. So to start off with, let's look at the selection of chords themselves. Now, these chords are similar to things that we cover on beginners 2 and 3. They do take some basic chords, but we're going to be using the odd finger here and there to add some new sort of subtle variations as well. Also, we have a B minor chord, which is a great cheat out of a lot of B minor chords that come up when you're not really confident and familiar with a bar chord yet. This will get you out of a few different things. So chord number 1, we're actually going to start with a G, because the introduction itself starts on a G chord. So what I'm going to get you to do is start with just a G chord playing the 4 strings. So if you know G like that, actually use 4 fingers with it, so that your 3rd finger is now string 2, so that's the 2nd thinnest string, fret number 3, and then your little finger covers string 1, fret 3. So these top strings are always numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the thickest one being 6. It's not the other way around. So just play a G like that. Next chord we're going to cover is A sus 4, or A sus as it's known sometimes. It's not A7 sus 4, it's slightly different. So all I'm going to get you to do, so what I'm going to get you to do really is like playing an A chord, but then your 3rd finger is extended to fret number 3, and we're going to keep that top finger on just as you've done in the G. So from there to there. So go from a G, remove your 1st and 2nd fingers and place them on fret number 2 on strings 4 and 3, and play 5 strings there. You don't have to have this little finger on if you don't want to. And then we're going to go for a B minor chord. Now we're using a B minor 7 little cheat, which is, if you take that 1st finger off, and at the moment it's on fret number 2, string 4, and if you go to fret number 2, string 5, so you're moving it down a string, that can form a B minor chord. So it's a really easy way of getting around a B minor if you don't know that. So finger 2, string 5, fret 2, sorry, finger 1 that is. Finger 2 is string number 3, fret 2, and finger 3 is string number 2, fret 3. Just like that. So we have G, A sus, and then B minor 7. And then it goes G, A sus, and then we've got a D. And we just use, when you're playing a D, what I actually want is to play the full proper D, not like a D add 9, something like that. You want something that sounds really positive. Now there's one more chord that we're going to do as well, which is a D over F sharp. And what that means is it's a D chord with an F sharp bass note. So it sounds, and it looks like D/F sharp. So what you've got to do, take your 1st finger off, at the moment it's on string number 3, put it on string number 6, and then where your 1st finger was, take your 2nd finger off, so take it off the 1st string and replace it on string number 3, fret number 2. It's a really lovely sounding chord. Now some people play it as a D chord with their thumb over the top. I prefer not to do that. It's just that one. So now you've got all those chords, let's look at the strumming pattern. Now the strumming pattern I've actually constructed to go around the drum beat, but it actually follows over 2 bars separately. So what you'll often find is the chord changes mid-strumming pattern, so that's something you've got to be aware of. But if you get this right, it's going to sound really good. So I'm just going to play it with 1 chord to begin with, just so you can get it, and then we'll apply it to the different chords. So it sounds like this. So let's split up what we're doing. So for the first bar we're doing 1, 2, 3 and 4. So it's down, 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 up, down. So just try that with me. So it's 3, 4. So it's 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, 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 up, down. 2, 3, 4. Down, 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 up, down. Last time, 2, 3, 4. And then you need to apply the second bar's worth of strumming pattern to it, which is slightly different. So that goes up, up, down, and then it's down, up, up. So it's up, up, down, and then you've got another down, and then up, down, up. So it's up, up, down, down, up, down, up. So the whole thing sounds like this. So it's 1, 2, 3 and 4, up, up, down, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 1, 2, 3 and 4, up, up, down, down, up, down, up. If you want to pause for a second to get it, we'll do it again. Okay, 2, 3, 4. So it's down, 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 up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, 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 up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So if you want to pause just to get that right, do so, because it's really important. Now the thing about this is actually written around an 8th note strumming pattern. And what I mean is, because the song's moving quite fast, your hand is just moving twice per beat. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. It's not moving at a 16th note pattern, because that would sound like really, really rushed. So it's just 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So you're just following the line of downs and ups that your hand will naturally fall into as it strums. And because we're not playing every down, we get a slightly syncopated beat that works often with the kick drum, where the drummer's playing, so da, 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 da. So it just kind of falls in line with that. So when you have the kick and the snare playing of the drums, your strumming pattern are picking up the kind of the precise beats of that to follow that kind of groove. So let's start off with those chords and we'll put it together with the introduction. Now, a fairly standard intro for this goes G, A sus, B minor 7, and then it's G, A sus, D. So remember, the strumming pattern is, you've got 2 chords per strumming pattern of that. So it sounds like this, 2, 3, 4, so. Which will lead you into the verse. So wonderful, so wonderful. So we've got G, A sus, B minor 7, hold it for a whole strumming pattern, G, A sus, D. And then we go into the verse.